LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Peppers. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. LSU now operating in the red zone. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna look downfield again. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Peppers. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got...
Max going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll run it from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You can have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hand off from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finding an escape route. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. Kentucky going quickly. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Snagged in the middle, it's Sexton.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sure hand, it's Wade. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. No huddle, offense to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boone. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
When they pick up the first down there on the screen, I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back sweep right in behind them, pick up the first.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Got it in the middle, it's Ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long.
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. Buys a little time. The throw to the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Tosses it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
What a nice effort by the defense there. They knew that the QB was in an empty set. There was only 5 guys blocking him, so they didn't get to him right away. But because the quarterback just kept holding on to the football, they were able to pursue and get a hit on him.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Kentucky right back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He breaks a tackle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, and another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Peppers. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
28, Kentucky, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead now down to 14. My favorite little game pressure on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. At the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off play action. Wide open downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
And they got him. A sack. To try to convert on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Puts it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and Wilson.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Peppers. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Going right to work up top. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big